What is popping, homies? So really quick, before we get into the video, I want to give you all a heads up and let you know that I'm going to be doing another Ashes of Creation Alpha 2 key giveaway. Woo! Yeah, baby! Now, if you've been following this channel for a while, you'll remember I did a giveaway back in November of 2023, right? This is going to be a bit different, as this is going to be a stream this time rather than just you clicking a few buttons. My birthday is June 27th, so I decided why not do a charity stream the day before that leading into midnight. We're going to be raising money for the American Kidney Fund. Growing up, my mother was a dialysis patient, so I'm pretty familiar with this, so that's why I decided to choose this charity. All you need to know, June 26th, the day before my birthday, it's a birthday celebration. 12 p.m. Eastern time, and I'm gonna be streaming it on Twitch and YouTube. Just be ready to show up, donate to charity, and I'll go through some painful incentives for y'all. And yo, I got some fun things planned. I really do, right? So I'll let you guys know, I do weekly videos, so I'll talk about it in each video leading up to said date, all right? Thank you again for allowing this to be the best community, and let's get after it. Here is your weekly Ashes video. We haven't seen any major changes with Ashes recently, right? We know we're still going through the whole exploiter talk and what's happening. And during the live stream development update in May, they're going to be addressing that or a system for it. We're also going to be hearing about the summoner. So could this be a turning point for Ashes of Creation? I think it could, genuinely, but I do think people are at the point where they just want hard evidence that things are going to change. So I do think this month could put some of those issues at rest. What I think the main topics for this upcoming live stream are going to be, we have 4, but there are 3 that stand out to me the most personally. Summoner pet system design, UE 5.5 updates, and cheat prevention. So I think with the way that things have been going in Ashes of Creation, when they released the Rogue, I think that genuinely was the last time that I feel like the community really came together and was really excited for something happening in Ashes of Creation. That's not to say that I think that what they're doing right now isn't good or isn't hype, but I think the Rogue really just kind of put that into perspective for all of us. And I was like, oh, okay, like, that's gonna be dope. The Rogue has a lot going on. The Rogue in itself is a class that has a cult-like following. So I was happy to see that personally. I really was. I'm glad that we got something like that. Now, I've been saying this for the longest time. I really do believe that the Summoner is going to be the most fun class to play. I wholeheartedly believe that. A lot of people watch solo leveling, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, solo leveling is the only reason that the summoner is gonna be hype. No, I don't believe that. But what I am saying is I believe that we can be upset with Ashes because of the cheating and everything, of the exploiting. But I don't think anyone is saying that it's a bad game right now. Right? We don't have people who are like, this is bad, this is whatever. I think it's some of the choices that are being made right now seem a bit questionable, which make people feel the way that they do. I say all of that to say this. I really do think with the way that the classes are, look, I love playing the Bard. I don't want to play, I literally don't want to play anything else. Right? I don't want to play anything else. So I think that once we get the Summoner and knowing more about the Summoner, I think it should be a W. And I think that's the issue right there. I think it should be a W. But I think because of what is going on right now, I think our issues are kind of overshadowing that. That's just my personal opinion. Everything that I've seen, everyone is talking about exploits. It should be a time where we're gassed. I feel like the Summoner pet system design is going to be pretty intricate, right? I feel like it's going to be pretty deep, and it's going to be the only class that acts in that way. So this should be something that we should be happy to see. It should be something that we're happy to talk about and discuss with the community. But I think that no one's focused on that. I genuinely think no one is going to focus on that. And I would love to know more about the pet system, because we know we're going to get pets in the future anyway. I think that segment is going to be cool, but I do think it's going to get overshadowed. And I also believe that the UE 5.5 update is also going to get overshadowed. I will say though, we always enjoy their updates. Now it's not going to be a huge update like it was a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? Where we have what we have now versus what we had in Alpha 1. I'm excited to see what they have. And I promise I'm really not trying to just continue to go on and talk about, you know, the exploiters. But I feel like that it really is the talk of the town. I'm not sure what's going to be put in the 5.5 update. Personally, I'm not familiar with Unreal Engine at all. I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. It's like, all right, cool. I see a game get updated. It looks better than it did before. We're lit. Or it has some cool systems that it didn't have before. We're even more lit. I think that the May development livestream update should be a really good time to talk about what's coming with the Summoner, because we're just talking about the pet system design. We're not even getting into the kit of the Summoner. So this tells me that we have more to see with the Summoner. And the way Intrepid is always working, we're gonna have another update eventually with Unreal Engine. So I feel like this is a good time. But again, I really do feel like we're just being overshadowed by cheating. And what makes me really say that is the fact that there is a section in this upcoming live stream development update that's talking about cheat prevention. I think for the people that have been playing, for the people that have been supporting the game for years to come, and that are really invested in it, and that want to see it come to fruition, this is what they care about. In all seriousness, this is what they care about. We know the Summoner it's not gonna be a reveal like the Rogue was. At least not right now, right? So it's like, oh, okay, like this is pretty hype. But I had said this a while ago, we're no longer in the days of we're about to see the surveying system and Ashes of Creation, because I remember seeing that stream, you know, just talking about gathering, and it was a hype stream, don't get me wrong, but the fact that we can play the game, it takes away from some of that excitement now, and that's not the fault of Intrepid, that's just kind of how things go, you know. So I think sometimes we kind of still get live streams that are like that. You know what I'm saying? And again, we spoke about this too, where it's like, hey, like, we're going to show you this thing. And it's almost like, okay, like, that's cool. But like, why should I care when there's other issues going on? Or like, why should I care if it's so far away? Or like, why should I care if it might get pushed back? And I promise I'm not trying to like lean into Intrepid right now or anything. I think that this is the process of being in an open development state, right? There are some people that were like, yo, why are people upset? Where it's like, they say that things are, you know, they might change. Things are getting wiped. Then on the other hand, I also see what people are talking about, where it's like, all right, well, the 2.5 wipe was announced like 4 hours ahead. Okay, obviously it wasn't 4 hours ahead, but it was very short notice. So I can see where both sides are coming from, right? We've been in this situation before where it's like, hey, we want a bit more communication, and it's gone the way that it's gone on both ends for Intrepid and for the fan base. I think that we really are in a learning state. I think that they're still learning. This is like their first major game. This is their first game. Well, I mean, if you count APOC, but you get what I'm saying. They're still learning on how to do things. If this is going to be, you know, the MMO that we all want it to be, like, these things have to get figured out. So, I mean, me personally, man, I am looking forward to seeing how the pit system works with the Summoner. I've always backed the Summoner. If I were to play another class that's not the Bard, it probably would be the Summoner, honestly. You know what I'm saying? My man Jim Woo out here working. Hopefully we could see some more in the coming months too. I think we have so much, well, we don't have so much time until phase 3, because now, dude, we only have 2 months. We have June and July. So I mean, I hope our Summoner reveal is in there somewhere. I don't see why it wouldn't be, especially when we're talking about like getting hype for the game and bringing all this stuff back. I genuinely don't see why it wouldn't be. I personally don't think the Unreal updates are like insanely hype or anything like that, but I do think they are good for your community. It's like, hey, we're still working on our game, and I think that is just a nice morale booster. I think that you have to give credit where credit is due. We're sitting here talking about this whole cheat prevention thing. If everyone is like, yo, we want answers, we want this, we want that, if they're finally gonna sit here and do that, then I think that, yo, we gotta hear them out. You know, we can't just kind of write the stream off and be like, oh, like, it's whack, it's this, it's that. I hope whatever they have planned in store is going Number one, it's going to work. I hope that it's enough for the community. Unfortunately, I think that this live stream, I don't think it's a make or break type deal situation, but I think that the community really needs to see that Intrepid is really working toward getting this stuff out of here. For those of you that really take in Ash's content, big shout out to my guy, Dr. Burns, good homie of mine in the space. He just released season four of Bespoke, and he had some creators in the space on there, right? People that actually play the game, talking about what's going on. And some stuff was said that I would say go check it out, but that's why I say what I say. I really do believe that whatever Intrepid is saying that they're going to do, or whatever plan that they have, I really do hope it's enough, because right now it seems like it's an uphill battle for them, genuinely. You know how I feel. I want to see the game succeed. I didn't start following Ashes because, you know, it's just hype. I really do think it's a dope MMO. I think it has great ideas. The whole wanting to, you know, really play an MMO for the first time, having this be my first MMO, phenomenal. I've enjoyed my time, but I really do hope that Intrepid makes the appropriate decisions for themselves and for the community. We'll see what the stream has in store, and we'll see the direction that Intrepid decides to go in with this whole cheat prevention thing. I really do think this is the thing that's hurting our Achilles heel right now in the community. So I think once that is addressed, at least some type of game plan moving forward, I think we'll be all right. Hey man, what are your thoughts on the upcoming live stream development update? Let your boy know in the comment section below. Don't forget, we got the charity stream coming up June 26th, all right? Where you can win an Alpha 2 key. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.